Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We are here for the pre-market with Educator to Trader. It is Thursday morning. We're getting ready to rock it. Listen, I made a post today about base hits. That base hits is the goal. Base hits is the goal, not necessarily home runs. We get base hits, we'll be all right. I'm definitely gonna bring that up again. Just so you know, the base hits thing is gonna be brought up again. But it's Happy Thursday or Friday. I have one girl in my community who calls it Happy Friday. Because it's Thursday, but Friday is almost here. Friday's almost here, right? Got a lot happening in the market this week. It's kind of been slow a couple days, depending on what you're doing and depending on what you're looking at, because in some places it's been fast. Like if you were trading Costco or some other things, it's kind of been going quick. But if you're trading some stuff that's just kind of chilling, then not so much. Not so much. So let's see. I'm a little early here today. I'm giving YouTube and Facebook and Twitter a chance to tell everybody that we're here. We are here. Telling everybody that we're here. All right. Making sure I got everybody covered, making sure everything is on the up and up as we move forward to presenting. Let's go on to, nope, I already got that. So let's just add this to the stage for now. What are our earnings that we had last night? Well, we had Roblox, today before open. Sorry, let's go back to last night. Robinhood was last night. Airbnb, AMC was last night. Beyond Meats was there. The Trade Desk, TTD. Duolingo was yesterday after market close. Exact Sciences and so that's an Energy Transfer is also down there. This morning, we got Roblox, Giga Cloud, Warner Brothers is there, Discovery. We've got MPW, we've got Plug, Constellation, Sundial is here, Kronos, Canadian Solar, and Viatris. After market closes today, we've got Marathon. This is the marathon that goes along with the Mara, the Bitcoin marathon, right? Not marathon, the other one. But Mara, M-A-R-A, right? Not marathon, not M-R-O, but M-A-R-A. There we go. Soundhound is this afternoon after market closes. Clean Spark is there. Unity, Vuzix, Caliber, Indy, ADMA, New Scale. And in here is a hospitality company, RCI, Hospitality Holdings. Those are there for today as well. All right. So now we trade what we see. As sellers, we definitely check whatever the wild poppy is that happens for earnings. And then after that wild pop, we see what kind of trend we can ride with as sellers. Shayla, hey, Shayla, good morning. And Tanya, good morning. Good morning. Let's see what Adam had to say. Good start to the session. And we already tagged today's first target at 51.93 in SPX. Lock in partial gains here. Let a runner go. We're still basing for the trend leg. 51.74, 51.93 is the chop zone. 51.74, 51.93 is a chop zone. If you're doing something like SPY or XSP, then take one of those decimals, move the decimal one place to the right. So you got like 517 and 519. Okay, if you're doing SPY doesn't really run one for one, but SPX runs a lot closer. But somewhere around 517 and around 519 should be the chop zone for SPY and XSP, with 51.83 as the mid pivot. 51.83 or 518 is the mid pivot, which means we can go up or go down based on what happens at 51.83. 51.99, 52.09, and 13 is next. If SPX wants it, we dip only if 51.74 fails. Only if those fail. Only if that fails. So if you're trading XSP, you got 521 on the call side, call credit spread side, and you got 517 on the put credit spread side. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Nori. How y'all doing this morning? The gap between ES and SPX is 20 points. So if you're following Adam Mancini, which is, he's straight off Twitter. If you're following Adam Mancini, he posts ES numbers. He trades futures. So SPX is about 20 points below that. So if you are looking at his tweets, take away 20 points, and those should be the numbers that'll go with SPX. take away 20 points and move the decimal one place to the left, that'll give you XSP. Okay, XSP is about 10% of SPX. All right, let's go see what we have for our other things like the VIX and all the other fun stuff. Let's go see what those have for us. There we go. All righty. So the VIX this morning is at 13.17. 13.17 is the VIX. You know, VIX being in the 13s basically mean the market's trying to keep going up. It's really just kind of holding on. Hey, Ward, it's kind of just holding on. The market's really just holding on. So when I say holding on, it's kind of deciding what we're doing next. Right? We're deciding what's next for us. Big tech is embracing a hallmark of pre-internet stocks. Robinhood jumps after retail trading powers record a record quarter. U.S. futures tip lower as investors look for inspiration. WBD or Warner Brothers slips after earnings miss. CEO is hopeful on the, if anything else is interesting here. Pfizer stock is near a 11-year low. Social Security, I won't talk about security. Social Security being gone in the next 9 years. That's unheard of. That's because people saw money and started spending it on all the other things, not realizing that it was being put there for the people who needed it when they need it. So basically, my generation that has put money into Social Security looks like they may not get the opportunity to pull back out of it. That's why you need to, let me use it as a parlay. I'm a parlay or a layup right into why you need to learn a skill that you can use to generate resources for yourself. Because listen, nobody's coming to our rescue. And I say our, I'm talking about the collective our. Nobody's coming to your rescue. If you're going to have to help rescue yourself. The Lord is here to help, but he's also given us skills and he gives us the power to gain wealth, which means we're learning things. We're utilizing our knowledge and our resources to make sure that we're getting ourselves comfortable for the future. Right? So no reason not to learn at this point and not to take and master this, because if you're sitting back going, I'm just going to sit back on the rest of my Social Security, you may be sadly disappointed that when there is none to get. Anyway, weekly jobless claims jumped to 231,000, the highest since August. Jobless claims. People are like, I don't have a job. Even though I did see something like open jobs are still seem to be pretty high. Maybe the matchup is not happening between jobs that are showing as open and then the people who are claiming for unemployment. Doesn't seem to be a match there. Dow futures are down 80 or 0.2%. S&P futures are flat. NASDAQ futures 0.04%. That was the bell. That's where we are. Oil is up. 10-year bonds are up as well. The calendar for today. Today is Thursday. We had unemployment claims, 231,000. That really is pretty high. They were anticipating 212, and last time was 209, but it's 231,000. Hey there, Janae. I was just talking about you. Talk about Friday. I think somebody else says that. But natural gas storage, 10:30. 30-year bond auction, 1 o'clock. FOMC member Daly will speak at 2 o'clock. That's what we have on the horizon for today's meetings. When I look at here to see what is on for, we got job claims. Now, interesting. This says job claims is 1785, but over here it says 213,000. Like, which is it? What's up? It shows it as green over here on investing.com, but over here on Forex, it shows as red. What's the difference between 213 17,000 is a lot. Initial. Here we go. Sorry, I got all excited. Initial jobless claims is 231K. Continuing jobless claims is the 178. So that's where people were on it, and then they're not continuing. These are new. I'm filing for the first time. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was like, what do you mean? Jobless claims 4-week average 215,000. Natural gas storage is coming up. 30-year bond is coming up. That shows 3 stars, so that means high volatility is anticipated. Daily will speak at 2 o'clock. Fed's balance sheet at 4:30. That's after the market closes. Okay, let's go see real quick what is the open. I got a few stocks we're going to look at for some trades for today going into tomorrow. So I got a few we're going to review. If you got some you want us to look at, then put them in the chat. But I do have some I want to look at for us, some of us to consider. This is SPX right now. It opened. This is the candle. Looks like it opened the same place it closed yesterday almost. Opened at 51.91. Guess this was Wednesday and this is Thursday. So it closed yesterday at 51.87 and it opened this morning at 51.89. So about 2 points from yesterday is where it opened from yesterday's close. About in the same spot. Just about the same place. Okay, do we have any stocks we're looking at for the day? Anything we're looking at for the day? Nickelodeon. Y'all remember that? Anybody watch cartoons in here? Anybody watch cartoons? I'm getting us ready so I can switch over and look at this screen. I want to make sure that there's nothing here that's going to get anybody distracted. Mainly me. Mainly me. I don't want to be distracted. Yep, because that happens. You know you can get distracted. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What? That's no thing. Okay. Don't. Okay. Let's look at. I wanted to go back to the thing first. I wanted to go back to adding to the stage. You're going to look at Starbucks. It's on our list. Now, not on the list I was going to look at today, but we can look at that. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Chlamydius, the quick and barrier to Buddha. I don't know what that means. Starbucks, Popeye, Charlie Brown. Yeah, my cartoon. Oh, those were your cartoons. Yeah, my cartoon favorite was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I liked Popeye too. I liked the Roadrunner. I like Roadrunner. He was relentless. Talk about a resilient animal. It's like I liked Roadrunner. So we're in the middle of Sim May. We're in Sim May, which means we're trading an unknown or some trade you want to learn. You're learning it in your sim. You're not learning it with live money. If you're ready to start credit spreads and you haven't done those yet, then you're doing credit spreads in your sim. If you're doing cash secure puts or you're new in our live coaching community and you're doing put credit spreads, which is what we learned last week, call credit spreads will be today, then you're going to be you're definitely trading in your sim till you get good with the buttons, good with what the money looks like. What do we do when it does this? You want to trade in your sim. Yes, I have SPY and Triple Q as well. We do SPY and Triple Q each day for 1 DTE. Go ahead and put in your buyback orders, Michelle. I put in my buyback orders for $3 each, 0.03. Nori says no cartoons. So that's where we are with Sim May. You're trading a new strategy, something you're learning. You're learning it in your sim. I went back to the watch list again and I changed out our iron condors. We're going to look at Oracle and TQQQ because those are both on the neutral list. Is the Oxy trade going well? Did it flip over maybe? I think I forgot something. Anyway, so let's look at a couple on here. I see we got Starbucks was written. I'm going to look at Taiwan Semiconductors, Oracle, and TQQQ. We can start with Starbucks if we want to do that. Okay, let me switch screens. Starbucks showed up on our list as a call credit spread. Yeah. This is Starbucks on the daily chart, which means every candle is a day. The time frame continuity, of course, today is showing red because it's just open. The day is just open. The week, though, is showing green. So that may be an indication. Let's see, we came down here into this support area or this demand zone, as they call it. Give us a line, give us a line, give us a line. Here we go. Some support is at 72.33. Going out of that zone. Let me see. I want to look and see what kind of money we'd be talking about. And then Starbucks. This week, this Friday, this here, Good Friday. Let me see. Let me move you. There we go. If we're looking at Starbucks and we're looking at a put credit spread, I also see we could do the call credit spread because above us in this gap is, you honestly could probably do an iron condor, especially if you're going to look at closing it out tomorrow. I see below 72, if we're looking at the put credit spread, 72 is at 89% probability out of the money. You know, Jamie would comment about how I'd probably be at 73, which I would definitely look at 73. But 72 is not going to really pay us a bunch of money. But let's see what we got for vertical. 72 is only going to pay $2. If we do 71, 72 on the put credit spread side. If we do 72, 73, that's going to pay us $12. But 73.70 is current price and 1.2 is our plus minus number. So you got to weigh out. The chart says that 72.33 is the support, but we're talking about 72 as the strike price. That means you got to give yourself. But I do see here that there's really no wick underneath that 73. So there wasn't a whole lot. I'm leaning in. Wasn't a whole lot of sell pressure there when it hit this line. When it hit the support here, it went on right on the other way, which is what we wanted it to do. So, you know, you got to depends on how froggy you're feeling. But somewhere 72, 73 on the bottom. If we were looking for the top side, looking for the call credit spread side, I would probably go up into 75. I would probably go to 75. Let's see what it shows, what 75 shows on the option chain. It's an 85% probability out of the money. Vertical. 75, 76 is paying $8, which I'm not a huge fan of that because I'm not a huge fan of that because I really wanted to get at least 10% in premiums. 75 and some change is what we see as a resistance. So again, you know, I wouldn't go with 74. Let's change to a shorter time frame and see if we see something. We see some support or resistance, that is in the middle here. We see some resistance that's before 75. If I was looking here, I see this one here, which is 74.29. This might give me a little bit of encouragement to go with 74. But 74 is very close to current price because current price is 73.50 and it is going upward. So we're not trying to get in front of no moving trains. You know, we're not trying to do that. So let me move this over some. Yeah, we're not trying to get in front of the moving train. At this point, the candle is somewhere. Not sure where the candle is. There we are. It's hanging out inside of this equilibrium place. It went right in there and came on back out. Long wick here, though, on this first candle. That's weird for a 10-minute candle. So there's selling pressure, right, to the bottom of this zone, but there's also a little bit of buying. Got a long wick here. This is definitely, I would put this in the doji category, which means you got to wait and see what really goes on with that. So what are you thinking about, Nori, for Starbucks? I think it was Nori who asked for Starbucks. What are you thinking about doing? Yeah. What are you thinking about for a trade? An iron condor may work. That way you could pull in enough premium to make the $100 collateral work for you. Because you really want to get at least 10 to 15% total on your money. So if you did both sides, now the drawback to doing both sides can be if the premiums are very low, it could be you're going to pay fees to, you're paying 50 cents to enter each leg. And, if you're going to close it, you're going to pay that to exit the leg. And so all that has to be figured in when you're deciding whether the premiums that you're taking in is enough does it make it worthwhile for you? Okay, this is Oracle on the daily chart. This is Oracle on the daily chart. Let me see. I see some more comments down here. Call credit spread. Okay. Call credit spread will be fine. It depends on how close you want to get because Starbucks does seem to be trying to go up a little bit. So you definitely want to watch to see, might want to watch to see how high it goes. Looking at Oracle on the daily chart. We've got 118, I see. Yes, 118 and some change for resistance up here. And there's a gap down below us. So I would go with actually the top of the gap and the bottom of the gap, probably 50%. 116.34 and 115. So the gap is about 30 cents. So halfway through that gap is going to be like right at 116.10 or something like that. Right. So if you're looking at, you see the day is showing red because the first candle is, of course, red. The week and the month are both green. I'm liking Oracle if you're doing iron condorish. If you were doing like 119, I probably would go with. I would feel probably safer there because you don't want to get breached on it either. So maybe 119 puts you above both of these, and then below here 116, 115 or 116. Let's go look at 119 and 116. Let's go to Oracle. Great thing about it, we're as sellers, we're expiring tomorrow. Theta decay is our friend. So what did I say? 116 has a 76% probability out of the money. And 119, I think I said, has an 85% probability out of the money. So let's see if we turn these into, I'm going to go with vertical first. That way we can see. I don't want to do it. I was going to put it as an iron condo, but I don't want anybody to get confused. So 116 looks like it would pay $13, right? $13 on that side. And the 119 is going to pay $8 more. So we're talking about $21 total. $21 total is there. So 21 using $100 of collateral is the 20% return. Of course, you got to subtract your fees. Let me put on some text here so we can see. That is an indicator. Y'all know that tells you basically actionable signals for the strat. So as soon as I haven't figured out how to make it not make that bling noise. So we get to enjoy that as long as I have, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Application settings. Look and feel. I'll make this larger. Okay. So come on, let me type in here. There we go. Call credit spread. Not investment advice, just thoughts. Call credit spread at 119, 120, and the put credit spread. $115, $116. Is that what I said? Yes, that's what I said. Okay, those are thoughts. For an iron condor, you can run that, make that work for you, potentially. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor, just offering some thoughts. That's what I'm here to do, offer thoughts. Good thing, again, we're talking about iron condor. So if we can do either side you think you're interested in or both sides, you can collect your $21 or whichever, however you choose, and you only use one set of collateral. So if you collect that $21, then you're leveraging $79. All right, collect Let's see. Oracle, if you collect $21, you're basically leverage $79, which is your collateral and your max loss. That's the most you can lose if one of these trades is completely breached. That's the only way you're going to lose the whole $79. So if it's not fully breached, if it ends between the two, between 119 and 116, then trade all good. You keep all your monies. Okay. I did not mean to select that. I'm not sure why I did. Okay. Yeah, we can hide that. Not sure why that one got popped up there. Okay. Looking at TQQQ. TQQQ. Also on the neutral list. Resistance at $60. Support at, well, this gap right here is quite monstrous. Quite monstrous. There's two gaps actually below where we are. Let's put them on our chart. This is the gap from Friday to Monday. And this is the gap from Thursday to Friday. Okay, these gaps will provide support partway through, maybe the 50-cent mark. The top of the gap, the middle of the gap, and the bottom of the gap are going to provide support, which you saw here. This candle here on Monday went about halfway and then turned back, right? If we're looking here at TQQQ, what did we say? 60 is the top and 56.60. 60.71 is the top and 56.60 is the bottom. Let's go look at what the strikes might hold for us. Turn it back to single life. Okay, don't know why this stays down there. Okay, so we're looking here for this coming Friday. 56.5 looks like would be a good bottom point. 56.5 would be a good support area. 74% probability out of the money. And 59 for resistance. 59 is a good 76% out of the money. Let's change over to vertical. What did I say? 56.5 and 59. 56.5. That's paying $9 for a 50-cent spread, 18% return. Of course, you could turn it into a one spread if you'd like. If you'd like to make this bigger, you can turn this into 56.5, 55.5. It becomes $15. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And then we would look over at the 59 and a half, paying $12 on its own. And if you wanted to make it a one spread, 59.60, it's paying $21 on its own. So 21 plus the 15, $35 return. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Again, I am not a financial analyst, but TQQQ might get some visitation. Might get some visitation on TQQQ. All right. How about GM? We'll go look at it. We'll go take a look. What did I say for TQQQ? I said 50. I said 59. 59. You could do 50-cent spread if you want, or 59.60. And you could do 59, 59.5. Nope. Was that the call credit spread side? Nope. It was What did I say? Yeah, I did say 59. Now you might want to go up one more because resistance is here at 60. So you may want to go up one. Let me I'll put a note here, or 60, 61. It won't pay as well, obviously, but it'll be more in line with the chart. Let me see. The plus minus number is 1.5. So plus to add 51.5 to the 58 is going to put you at 59.5. So 59.5. Let's see what this gives us. 59.560 is paying $8 for that 50-cent spread. 59.5, 60.5 is paying $13. That's still good. I think I like that better. 59.5, 60.5 gives you a little bit of room. And that lines up a little bit better with the chart. Are you serious? Just going nuts. 60.5. There we go. And then for the bottom, we had 55.5, 56.5. If you can pull at least $20 out of that, that's going to be, again, not investment advice. I guess I don't need to keep saying that over and over again. You just need to know that it's not. Just need to know that it ain't. It's just me telling you what I see here. Right? Just me telling you what I see. Let's go look at General Motors. I need to swing back to SPX, see what it has going. I'll go look at the SPX over here on Thinkorswim. See what the SPX 15 minutes is up to. Looks like SPX, I'm going down. I wonder what he was talking about when he was saying, I'm going down because you ain't around. Does you mean his emotions were going down? Or if he was going down, like I'm going down, like I'm, wasting away? What do you think he was talking about when he was saying, I'm going down? I'm going downtown now that you're not around? Like, what are we talking about? He was going down where? Down under? I mean, what was he talking about he was going to? Oh, la, la. Anybody got any clue what he was talking about when he was saying he was going down? Does he go down where? Down to do what? What are you talking about? According to Adam, it's hanging out below 5,200. The SPX is just basing, trying to get its move going. And you can see on this chart, it basically was consolidated yesterday, and it's kind of off to the same thing. Tanya, I'm just wondering what was he talking about? I'm going. Does anybody know? How do it know? Does anybody know what he was talking about when he was saying, I'm going down because you ain't around? It's put down where? Down to do what? What is you doing? Okay, General Motors. I'm going to act silly on this call. I'm probably not. Okay, because I need to have fun on this call, just like y'all do too. General Motors. Looks like we may have an opportunity for the same thing on General Motors. General Motors on our list, though, I think General Motors showed up as a call credit spread. Maybe not, though. It's looking kind of, maybe a put credit spread. Come on, add to the stage so I can see what General Motors is on our list, right? Here it is. It's a put credit spread. General Motors showed up on the list as a put credit spread with the 44 support area. General Motors put credit spread 44. I can go with that. Let's see. This was our support back here at 44.47. We also would have this one here, 44.85. So you might be to get a little closer. Let's go look at the option chain too and see. Don't want you to get in any danger zone, but if the opportunity presenteth itself, then the ship is sinking. That's what he was saying. The guy who was singing "I'm Going Down" is a remix. Okay, so the girl who sang the song, I thought that was a Mary J. Blige, "Down into Sadness." Was it originally Mary J. Blige? I think. Who was the original singer? I thought the original was a guy. I don't know. But whoever is going down, I'm wondering what kind of down they talking about. Ocho says the ship is sinking, going down. Oh, my ship is sinking now that you're not around. Oh, okay, I guess I could go with that too. I could go with that too. Um, I could go with that too. So let's see. Oh, General Motors. I've got sidetracked talking about who's going down and what's happening. Back to the task at hand. Back to the task at hand. Wasn't there a man singing "I'm Going Down"? Rose, I don't know who the people are who sing these songs, Jamie. I just know the lyrics. The original group had a man singing. Yeah, I got you. So I'm just wondering, what were they singing about? Like, what did they mean by they or he or it is going down? I'm just wondering, what kind of down are we talking about? Going downtown. I got a woman way over town. That's not, he said way over town. That's Ray. That's a different person. But I'm just saying, this is a woman. I mean, this is the woman. These are the thoughts that consume the mind of me. It's General Motors. This chart looks weird. Okay, let's go to a daily chart. I wasn't even going there. I was going to the option chain. I'm so distracted now by these lyrics that my brain has got me thinking some other stuff. Okay, so if we're doing down the put credit spread side, 75% probability out of the money is at 44.5, right? 44.5 is 75%, which makes about, that's actually very close. 45, yeah, it's 50, and the point plus minus is 0.5, so that would work. 44.5 could potentially work. And on the top side, 45.5. Now that means General Motors got to stay between this little bitty, itty bitty zone, 44.5, 45.5. Let's change it over to vertical. And the reason is it's a smaller stock and they don't seem to be moving a whole lot. 44.5 is paying, looks like it's paying $6 for a 50-cent spread. If you wanted to go make it a one spread, nope. Yeah, there we go. One spread is only paying $8. But if you're going to take it then and make it into an iron condor, 45.5, also paying $5 or $6. So together it would be $12. 46.5. $8. So if you put the 8 and the other 8, 16, I'm not together. I'm a fan of the trade because you could get $16 separately. I'm not a fan of the trade because it's too, the premiums are not sufficient really to make it worth doing for what you're going to pay in fees and such and such. Even if you do it as a joint, you're going to have to get so close that it's going to feel uncomfortable, right? It's going to feel uncomfortable. So, yeah, I don't know if General Motors would be the one, unless you're already in it. Now, if you're already in it, then rock on and close your trade when it's ready to be closed, for your dollar or whatever. So do that. Tanya says, I have not had enough coffee. You know what? Speaking of coffee, I decided to try the cold brew. I was talking to y'all about the other day. I said I was going to do cold brew, right? So I made a pot of coffee like I told y'all I was going to do. I didn't make it that same night though because I forgot to call with y'all. I forgot. So that's just the whole truth. So, but the next day, which I guess would have been, was it yesterday? No, maybe day before yesterday. Anyway, a couple days ago, I made a pot of coffee and then I put it, after it cooled up, I put it in the refrigerator. And I've been adding my, actually what I've been doing, I'm not sure if y'all have heard of this before, probably so, because you all are very smart people. I've been putting my, to make the coffee, I make coffee, and then I use my protein shake. I have a caramel flavored Premier Protein. Jamie, I don't know if you do the Premier Protein, but Premier Protein is my favorite because it has all the flavors: strawberry, caramel, chocolate, cafe latte, banana, vanilla. Those are the only ones. They got one that's a pretzel flavor or a buttered popcorn. I have not tried that because that does not sound like it's going to be delicious. A protein shake tasting like buttered popcorn? I don't think so. So anyway, I have all the other flavors though. And when I say all, I have all the other flavors. Shh. Anyway, I took and put my caramel flavored protein shake in with my coffee. So it became my creamer. So I'm not adding in all the extra sugar and stuff from the creamer. But I'm putting in my protein. So that's a good way for me to get, I'm holding this cup like, it's a good way for me to get get protein in while I'm drinking as well. And I'm enjoying my coffee along with my protein shake. That banana strawberry, yeah, protein. The caramel is really good. It works very good as a creamer. I use it for that. Protein coffee, I've heard of that. I like it that way because I still get the creaminess of the coffee. If I don't put that creamer in it, I just put my pumps, and I have to take y'all a picture and send y'all. I have to send y'all a picture of my water flavor station. I had to buy me a whole table for it because it's a whole station. It's a whole station at this point. Okay, so we're on the 15-minute chart. This is SPX, but why is it not showing? Oh, yeah, this line here is throwing me off. So the 15-minute chart, because the opening was so close to yesterday. This is Thursday. This is Thursday. This is Wednesday. Okay, so our first 15-minute for those who are the breakouters, for those who are doing breakout. That's not a song. I think it's freak out, but it's kind of getting outside of the first 15-minute candle now. This current candle is starting to go out of it. But let this candle close here first. Don't just be jumping in before you're ready. Don't jump in before you're ready. All righty. Did we have any other tickers we wanted to look at? Any other tickers we want to look at? I'm going to make sure I got my notes here. Y'all see we've been looking at charting this morning. Always free webinar you can go check out. Start with the chart. Startwiththechart.com. You can start with the chart. Go over there, look at this free webinar. Let me see. Let me go get the show. There we go. We can stop this banner. How to read stock charts free, startwiththechart.com. You can go there. All I'm asking you for is your email address, and you can see this whole 40-minute webinar on charting. All right, doesn't cost you a thing. It's for the free. For the free. Okay. Yeah, that's where we are with that. Oh, I wanted to look at. I thought I wanted to look at Apple as well. Yep, I wanted to look at Apple. This is the bundle for credit spreads, the call credit spreads or put credit spreads and put credit spreads. Sorry, call credit spreads, put credit spreads, and debit spreads. For those of you who are trading as buyers or who want to be able to trade as buyers but don't want to put as much money on the line, the debit spreads is a good way to go ahead and be able to work as a buyer if that's an interest of yours. Okay, so I'm just trying to provide the resources to what the people need. The SPX candle is going on about its way. Exxon, okay. Are you in the Exxon trade, Tanya? Exxon is what we're looking at right now. This is the daily chart. I bought a vacuum, a little robo vacuum, and it's supposed to start at 10 o'clock. And every time that thing starts moving in there, I start moving around because nobody's home but me. And I always wonder what's the noise? What's the noise in here? Okay, so call credit spread. Where you got your call credit spread? Because Exxon at like it want to be moving. Okay, so I see 119 there. Let me go to a shorter time frame because you only got a little while. A little while. 117 is coming into some resistance right now. Based on this candle over here, it's right, and it's got a little wick on it, which means it didn't go up in there too hard. And then another resistance area is 117.62. And then one more would be 117.82. So you got 120, 120, 121. Oh yeah, if you got 120, I think you in probably good shape. It should be about ready to close. And that's what I want you all to do. Janae, you listening? That if it gets, I have to harass you because this would be no fun if I wasn't able to harass somebody. 119.61 is what I see as this top, really good resistance up here. So if you're above that, you should be okay. You should be okay. And actually, you might consider, while you have the collateral going, you might consider adding on the other side. You might consider adding on the 115, maybe 115, 160. Yes, you probably could go a little bit higher. You might consider adding on the other side of the iron condor, pulling in some more premium on that same money. So let's go see what it looks like, what kind of money there is. Exxon, not investment advice for sure. I wouldn't want a good trade to that was going good to now not, because we entered another trade. But from what I can see, I see from a put credit spread standpoint, you can go to 116 or below. You can be very conservative on the other side because you've already collected money on the top side. So you could go with maybe 115, 116, or even, lower than that. 115, 116. Let's see what kind of money that is. 116, that's going to pay $11. Again, you already put the collateral out there for the other side. So it's paying $11 or $12. You could do that. If you wanted to go up one more, it's not going to pay as well. $5. You're going to, that may not suit you because if you're going to pay, again, a couple of dollars by the time it's all over for fees. If you close it yourself, you're going to pay $1 to enter and $1 to exit. There goes two of the dollars. So if you'd have, I say have to, 115, 116, which I really do think is probably a safe place, it's going to net you $11 more. Just a thought, don't want you to feel pressured into doing anything. Just want you to say with the weekly and the daily being green like this, time frame continuity, the chances of it continuing upwards are good. So, and even if it pulls back, it probably wouldn't pull back to 116. 116 is actually 116 flat is in here at the bottom of this big candle here. Okay. Some thoughts. Again, some thoughts. I was thinking about that and a put credit spread on Oracle. Yep. Close them, Janae. We love you, Janae. We really do. Janae be like, I could get $3 more if I just hold on. This is tis true. Tis true. You could get $3 or $4 more, but the trade could turn back and you can release it and collect and let your collateral be off the table. E2T membership. We're doing our morning calls right now, which we're on the wrap up. If you haven't yet, please go ahead, like and subscribe, hit the notification, do the thumbs up, all the stuff. Like, let the world know that we're here. Let everybody know that we're here every morning and doing some analysis for options as sellers. That's what we do here. We are sellers. Okay. We also have training every week, which we're having our weekly training tonight. We're talking about call credit spreads tonight. And then we have our monthly coaching call. This month, we spent some time talking about Peakbot. And we spent some time talking about using the strat. And then talking through our wins and opportunities, because we do need a place that we can decompress some of those wins and opportunities, or wins and lessons that we call them, that, maybe they didn't go as well as we thought. It's important to be able to journal your trade so that way you can look back on and see what happened. I'm not as good about that as I wish I were. I want to do better with journaling my trades. So that's a developmental place for the coach, is being sure to journal your trades comfortably. All right. I want to look, before we go, I want to go back to SPX real quick and then we'll wrap it up. SPX on the day is green. This is the 15-minute chart I'm on now. This first candle here is the one that was the breakout, 312. So the two going up, this candle ends in about 2 minutes. We have definitely broken out. We do have a bit of a weak high here at 5,200. 5,200 has been the place it hadn't been able to get through just yet. So you want to be mindful to make sure that if you're going in the upwards direction, you need to keep 5,200 in your sights, because how it functions at 50, the last couple of days it hadn't been able to get past it. So until it blows through 5,200, then it could pull back like it's done all these other times. It could pull back. So you just want to be wise. We're not trading blindly, because we're master traders over here, right? And even if you don't think you're a master trader, you're going to declare it until we become master traders, because sometimes I don't feel like I'm a master trader either. So a lot of times, to be honest, a lot of days. Janae says, too funny. My sim call could close at 93%, but my live put is saying go the other way, please. Well, that happens. Definitely happens. All right. So SPX is trying to go, it's kind of trying to break out, but I see a wick forming up there as well. You see, this is so small. We need to make it bigger. And then that line is making it harder to see. But I got a way to help us with that. Smart money concepts. Now we can see the wick. It's a 15-minute candle, and that is the wick that's there. Okay. Let's go to our declaration. Those of you who are my community, continue to watch in your chats. I've been putting a lot more comments and messages and stuff in there. I don't want y'all to miss anything along the way. Right? If you're doing the SPY and triple Q1 DTE, go ahead and put in your close orders on those. I set them for $3 because yesterday I collected like $20. Was it $20? What did I collect yesterday? I think I got closer to $30, I think, on each side. I mean, total on each. So $3 or $5, you definitely want to set it where it can close. So that way, if you want to get in again for tomorrow, you got your first set of trades closed. You can use the same collateral. All righty. That's what you'd like to do. All righty, our declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Ooh, Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. In order to fulfill this purpose, give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 All right. So, as usual, right? We, number one, trade what we see. Number two, we do want to stay green. You know, even if your trade is red looking, long as it's not at your strike, your trade is still green. Even if the money doesn't show green, if the trade is not past your strikes, your trade is still going well. And number three, we want to get this money. All right. You all have a great green day. Holler at me if you need to, and I will see you in the market. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.